Welcome to Florida and how we deal with our tropical storms and hurricanes. What is going on, everyone? I'm Twisted Cape, and I'm under an umbrella right now because it is Sunday evening and Tropical Storm Debbie is out there, threatening to blow us off the map with this wind.
Were we testing umbrellas today?
It's not too bad yet. The projected path, you can see, we're on the west coast, so it's coming closer towards our place. So we gotta get busy. We already took care of a tree that we had to chainsaw that was a little bit too close to the house.
That's what's left.
So we took care of that, but then we have a couple other things to do, like put up our hurricane panels. I have a couple tarps to put up because the wind has already shredded a couple of them. They were old anyway. They needed to be redone. And then I got to put some dirt around the area that covers my well. So we got a little bit of work to do and not much time to do it. I'm hoping my bananas don't fall off because I finally got some bananas on my tree, and usually something like a hurricane or a windy storm takes them out. Oh, I hope they hang on. Fingers crossed, bananas survive. But more importantly, no damage to our animals. I was trying to film last night, but it got way too late and way too dark.
We stayed up late and made sure everyone was pinned down and safely secure.
Hey everyone. It is about 8:30 now, and Debbie is a Category 1 hurricane, and she made landfall not too long ago over up in Steinhatchee. They're north of us. We've lost power, hence why I'm sitting in the dark talking to you. And lost it since about 11 last night, and it still hasn't come back on. But I do have battery backups, so I can keep incubators going and run a couple other things if I need to. Probably the priority would be the coffee maker. That's not good. So I had everyone secured and pinned down last night. But then, because I remember that howling wind I was telling you all about, I come out this morning and All of the tarps are ripped off the pens where the goats are supposed to be. The wind just totally ripped these tarps. Brand new tarps right off my pens that I was housing all my little chickens and ducks. Wind ripped it up good. Everybody is unhappy. I have patched up most of the tarps so they are dry now, but like some of these, like these two new girls, I had to quickly get them under my hay barn. They're doing all right. They got a little wet. Acacia's further back there. Acacia and Tucker's okay. A lot of my goats are okay. One didn't make it, unfortunately. There are two I found that were more in critical condition. I immediately rushed them off. I got them bundled up in some dry hay and a blanket. One of them is in my little makeshift barn. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they warm up and they're okay. Everyone else, they're cold and they're a little miserable, but they're not in critical condition. Like, now they can dry out and they're gonna be okay. Chestnuts got blown off. They weren't ready. This is the tarp that I had my goats under that was totally ripped off. I tacked it back on the best I could, but they're gonna need a new one. So they have free choice to go in, and some of them still choose to go outside. It's a light misty rain right now. If there's anything harder, they do race in here. Because goats naturally do not like to get wet, and unfortunately some of them got too wet. I'm doing the best I can to try to heat them up, but we still don't have any power. Hello, lovelies. Stay dry. Oh yeah. We got hit pretty good. There's some fallen trees over here. They were already kind of weak, and they've fallen across some pins. Luckily, no one got crushed by a tree. See that busted limb? More busted limbs. It's supposed to let up soon though, which is good. I really need to get everyone dried out. Look at this unhappy little pygmy rattler. There he is, just trying to get dry like everybody else. In addition to all the chestnuts being blown off, look at all these grapes that got blown off. I have tons of wild grapevines. Trailside nibble. You guys realize the day after the storm, we actually lost power again and it was gone for like 7+ hours? That's the funny thing, after a hurricane or tropical storm goes through, that is when you lose your power. It was off for a good chunk of the day. It just came on not too long ago. But at least everyone still had the opportunity to not get wet today and dry out nicely.
I know y'all hear that goat screaming in the background. So everyone, meet Rodney.
Y'all want to see a goat climb a goat panel? Wow. He keeps me on my goat security tippy toes. So, Rodney there, that's the goat y'all just saw make the great escape. He keeps getting out. I keep finding him outside his pen. I couldn't figure out how he was doing it. I use the goat panel. Goat panels keep goats in, wouldn't you think? So I got my camera out and I filmed him and I waited. And it didn't take long for Mr. Rodney to show me his cool trick of getting out. He is in the process of being banded. So once he becomes an official wether, I'll be able to stick him in with some girls and maybe that'll keep him happy. Another thing that happened with the hurricane, my pheasants got out. So we got one in the tree, right there. But we're gonna go see how the girls are drying out. They've had all day to hang out in the nice sun. There are my girls, catching some sun and snacks after yesterday's pretty traumatizing event, if you ask the goats. The weather has turned out pretty good. It's slightly breezy and drier, but Everyone is stir crazy, and the goats and animals all want to get out and stretch their legs. There's Susie Q catching some sun. To me, it seems like pigs were affected the least, but she had a little shelter to go into anyway. Yes, girl. And Thor and Frey over here, two hanging out. Hey, Thor, we survived. How you guys doing? That was crazy, wasn't it? So, how was your first hurricane, Thor? First of many, unfortunately. I can't guarantee it's the last one you're gonna go through. Yeah, no one was happy about it. Nobody. But you did alright. Here we are. You're you're kind of stuck in Florida now, so. To sum up the hurricane, this really took us by surprise.
Unfortunately, our total loss was 2 goats.
The circumstances happened to line up just wrong, where these goats got way too chilled for a longer period of time, which caused their core temperature to drop below normal.
The problem is that as soon as we were done securing everything, unbeknownst to us, the tarps ripped off soon after, and the goats were getting soaked all night long, thus developing a hypothermia situation. Because goats can normally handle water, but not in extreme conditions where it is cold and dark and windy for a long period of time.
I hope this can be a lesson or warning to others to make sure your goats stay nice and dry, and important to not let their temperature drop. I was able to save one, and fortunately, she made a full recovery. This is Hershey. You guys haven't met her before, because I'm not really sure if I'm still keeping her. I got her as a rescue, and she came already bred. She ended up having one boy, and I don't know if I really want to subject her to being bred again. She's on the older side, about 7 years now, but she is a sweetheart and adorable personality. I just wish that I could have saved them all. It's always sad when we lose something, because we care about the animals and we try our hardest to do our best to make sure they're in the best conditions possible. But things like hurricanes, it wreaks havoc on your plans, and all you can do is do your best. Fortunately, a lot of my goats, including Acacia here, she's doing all right. Thor, Tucker's all right. A lot of everyone is okay. It's just the few that did not make it, which sucks, because I like to make sure I can save everyone. And sometimes, as this storm has taught me, it is hard, and you can't, even if you try, save everyone. And then if that wind wouldn't have ripped the tarps off, they all would have made it. But this video is coming to an end. It looks like Acacia might be coming over here to help me close it out. Hey, girlfriend. Acacia, thanks you for being here. But that's all I have for you guys. Again, I gotta get all ahead and get on in here. But until next time, stay twisted.